American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulldogs have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Hens offense will get the football first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Landry. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Just keeps slinging it. Puts it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The ball is right at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. They're looking for the first touchdown of the day. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Georgia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll pull it on the read. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Connection to the right. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just shy field at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They send the tight end in motion. The snap sets up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's fly. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Dogs are on the move. It's a draw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fry. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Landry. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. He'll sneak it. Got the first down and more. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
Well, you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Landry. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. To the air on second down. On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Landry. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Takes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? In tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Navy handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Landry. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Fry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Georgia sends out the punt team. Now, 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Landry. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Motion from the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. This time it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They'll move the wide receiver. pulls and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Landry. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Leaves it with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass.
Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Pushes. For a loss of a couple. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to pass, it's Landry. He's got him. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Catch in the middle. It's Meadows. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking downfield, it's Landry. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. Nestled just inside that right upright. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. How much fun was that one? And you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.